Hi guys, it's Ashton Cartwright here from PaidAuthor.com. Today I'm going to show you how simple it is to upload your book to a variety of websites for sale using Draft to Digital. Now, in recent years I've had most of the books that I publish exclusive with Amazon. But over the last few months we've started experimenting and having some of the titles go wide to places like iTunes and Barnes & Noble and Kobo and so on. So I'll show you the easiest way that I've decided to do it recently, and that's to go through a group called Draft to Digital. So this is the book I'll be sending to the other websites today. Demon Blessed. It's a paranormal romance. This is our Draft to Digital homepage, and it's got all the other books that I've already uploaded there. There's a few ebook aggregators that work very similarly to Draft to Digital. I've worked with most of them at some point in the last 4 or 5 years. Draft to Digital is my favorite at the moment, and I'll show you why as we go through the process. Firstly, it's very easy to upload. You don't have to make new files for each of the various sites, which makes my job a whole lot easier. I'll show you how it works. So here we go. We've made an account at Draft to Digital. We hit Add New Book. Alrighty, so we're going to upload our book file. Now I'll just show you quickly how we've set the book file up. Okay, so this is the file we've made for Draft to Digital. You'll note we don't have any copyright information. We don't have the title. We don't have the table of contents. We've just set up the start of each new chapter with heading, and that's it. The reason we've done that is because, unlike a lot of other sites, Draft to Digital will automatically build that interior content for you, because a lot of the different websites have different requirements. It'll make sure it matches what iTunes requires, it'll match what Kobo requires, it'll match what Barnes & Noble requires for their Nook. So we'll upload that file now. Demon Blessed Draft to Digital. Put in the title, which is of course Demon Blessed. Series, this is actually the Demon Blessed series, and it's volume number 1. Now for the description, I'm going to get that over here from Amazon, where we've already had it uploaded. So just copy and paste that. If you haven't uploaded it to Amazon before, that's totally fine. You can just get it on whatever file you've saved your blurb on. Excellent, that's all there. Okay, we'll go down here to BISAC subjects. This basically means what category your book is. So we're going to put it under fiction and paranormal romance firstly, which would be subcategory of romance. They don't seem to have paranormal there, so we'll put it under fantasy. Oh no, they do, never mind. Well, actually it'll fit under fantasy as well, so we'll put it under these categories. Now Draft to Digital, it's got all of them. Draft to Digital will let you put in up to 5 categories. Not all ebook sales sites will accept all 5. A lot of them will just accept the first 2. But because this book does fit into a few categories, we'll put it in all the categories we think it'll fit into. Let's put in occult and supernatural as well. Search terms, so it's English, release date that it's gone live on Draft to Digital. Search terms, so it's got demons, angels, paranormal, romance, alpha males. That'll do us for the time being. You can put a lot more in there, but that'll do for purposes of this tutorial. Save and continue. All very straightforward so far. Okay, so this is a great thing here. Now, these are the bits that you can choose to have Draft Digital automatically create for you. So we're going to have them create a title page and the copyright page. And at the end of the book, we're going to have also buy. This is one of the reasons we really like Draft Digital at the moment. This means every time you re-upload a new book, it will create a new custom end page for all of your books that are currently out there, showing what other books are available on that particular retailer. So if, for example, we upload Demon Blessed Book 2, it'll update Demon Blessed Book 1 with the links for each of the retailers based on where that book was originally downloaded. So if someone buys a book from iTunes, for example, they don't need the link to Amazon and they don't need the link to Barnes & Noble. They just need the link to iTunes because that's the format they're reading on. This will automatically create those links at the end of each book, specific for each retailer, which is just fantastically useful and saves a lot of time. The other thing we're going to click here is new release email notifications. So this will allow a sign-up form to be built in, again, specific for each of the retail outlets we're using to let people know when a new book by this author comes out. Very, very useful. It's like having your own individual mailing list for each and every retailer specific to that retailer. It's really, really good. Okay, cover image should be in here. There we go. So upload the cover image. Beautiful, looks great. We're going to leave the other options. You can have about the authors, about the publisher, which is me, dedications, things like that there. We're not going to include any of that for this book. Save and continue. Now it's just going through and making sure everything's going to work properly. I've just uploaded this as a Microsoft Word file. Most authors tend to use a basic Word file, and a lot of them can be uploaded to Draft Digital without a problem. Like I don't use an Apple, but I'm sure whatever Word files you guys who do use will work fine. It's a very up-to-date website and very up-to-date back-end systems, which is why I'm so happy with it so far. Right, looking good. Now, this is a sample of the ebook. You can change it to various funky options. For myself, I just like the simple version. But again, if it's a romance, you can have different things there. Very, very cool. But again, like I said, I just like it. The default version works best for me. So you can go through here and look at all the pages, make sure everything is how you want it. Once you've done that, you tick yes, reviewed it, improved it, and we're all ready to go. Save and continue. Alright, now up to the publishing section. You can pick a price for your book in US dollars. We're going to choose $2.99. You can go into manage territorial prices and change it for each country and whatnot. I don't bother. I'm happy to have it whatever the US $2.99 is the conversion rate for any country. If it's in India, if it's in the UK, if it's in Australia, it'll automatically convert that for us. Here you can select the major digital stores that Draft Digital works with. You can see I've got Barnes & Noble, iBooks, Kobo, Tolino selected. I don't have Amazon Kindle selected, and the reason for that is these books are already available on Amazon Kindle. They've been available on Kindle for 3 or 4 years, and we don't want Draft Digital to upload them a second time because that would just cause conflicts. If you haven't uploaded to Amazon before, you can tick this and then it'll go there as well. These are subscription services, which is kind of like Netflix for books. There's a few of them out there now. That's fine. And it's just Overdrive, which is like a library service. They tend to recommend you price the book at twice what you've got it listed here for sale for the library. I'm not entirely sure why they want it done like that, but I'm happy to do with whatever they want the default to be there. Now, I always tick remember my store preferences because everything I upload will be just like this. It'll basically be available everywhere except for Amazon because the books are already there. So we'll go and submit that. We can select which one of these categories the book belongs in. In this instance, I've secured the rights to release the content from the copyright holder as I'm the publisher for this one. And I confirm that I've read all that stuff, not a problem. Publish my book. Excellent. So off it goes. Now what will happen from here is they'll submit it to each of the retail outlets, and some of them take about a week before the book's available for sale. Some it might be available within a couple of hours. Just depends on how frequently they accept new influxes of books. As you can see, very simple. Within a week at the very most, it'll be available at almost every retail outlet, certainly all the biggest retail outlets across the world, and it'll start generating income. If you'd like to give it a try, I definitely recommend it, particularly if you're new to publishing or self-publishing. It's very straightforward, it's very easy. You don't have to convert your book into an EPUB or a .mobi file or anything like that. You just upload it and let Draft2Digital do the rest. If you do want to try it out, click on one of the links that should be just below this video, because once you're a Draft2Digital member, if you refer other people's to the service, you get, I think, 1% of whatever they sell for the first year, which obviously will make me a millionaire instantly, but it all adds up and helps me keep making these videos. Thanks very much. I'm Ashton Cartwright from PaidAuthor.com. Wish you the best of luck on your publishing journey.